Hello everybody and welcome to another Star Wars review. As part of National Star Wars Day, it is of course May the 4th. Today we're taking a look at the mighty Chewbacca from the up-and-coming movie Solo. That's the best I can offer. A quick look at the box. We've got the standard Black Series packaging and a very brief bio on Chewbacca for your perusal. And here we have the mighty Wookiee out of his plastic prison, and they've done a really nice job. I love the way the fur folds in over the hands and the feet, and to be honest with you, the sculpt on this, in my opinion, is better than what the Hot Toys version of Chewie looks like. That was just a mess. It looks more like Beastman from He-Man, but this is fantastic. I love the way the goggles sit over his eyes, and that fur, they've absolutely nailed it. I really hope they kind of take some of this on board and apply it to some of the Marvel Legend figures as well, because some of those that sport the hair could really do with this level of sculpting. We have his satchel slung over his side there, done in a very dirty looking brown. I think that's got some form of black wash or something over the top, and then he's got his large rifle as well. He's holding it up in the air, doing the arrow that he does so well. Look at that sculpt. That is gorgeous. Love his locks as well. I wonder what conditioner he uses. I saw a really scary picture online the other day of what Chewie would look like without hair as well. What a strange looking chap. Yeah, really love the sculpt. You've done an exceptional job, although he does still very much remind me of the dad from the 80s Teen Wolf movie when he changes into the wolf. Love these goggles. The attention to detail is fantastic, especially for a little 6-inch figure. You've got an elasticated section there, you've got a plastic covering over the top, and then we've got Chewie. The eyes are done exceptionally well. Love the teeth and love that kind of dog like nose that they've got going on there. The paint is exceptionally well done, and I love this plastic moulding, although I do have some form of chipping or something on my arm there. But it looks like different layers, almost like tie-dye on the plastic, but they've done a really clean job. I love the overhang on the hands. It doesn't just come to an abrupt halt, it actually carries on going past his hands. Articulation wise, the head can look up that far and down that far. Really is hindered by this fur around his neck. We can tilt to the side, but again, it's really quite stiff. We can kind of quizzically tilt the head as well. There is a ball socket under there. It's just there's so much resistance with this neck fur. Now the shoulders can come out to the side and down, up and around. Again, quite a bit of resistance there, and they do tend to push against these shoulder straps, so just give it a little tug and it will lock into position. We have a rotation on the elbows as well as a single jointed bend, but again, the hair does hinder the joints somewhat. We get a rotation on that wrist and we get a pivot on the wrist, and we get the upper torso rotation, a lot of flex there, quite a good range, no real abdominal crunch, that's all we're going to get, and backwards. And the hip skirts do flex, there's enough motion in those to get the legs out that far to the side. There's an upper thigh rotation, they can come that far out to the back, this far out to the front. We get a knee rotation, we get a 90-degree bend on the knee. Would have liked some sculpted detail on that kneecap as well. We get left and right on that foot. It is on a ball socket, so we do get some pivot as well. We don't get a great range up and we don't get a huge range down. Again, it's all quite hindered by this hair. Look at his gun, really nice detailing on there, nice black wash over the top. Love that gunmetal as well. And posing those hands isn't the easiest of jobs, but there is enough flex in those fingers to get them just about over that cock there on the barrel. It kind of works, doesn't it? It looks like he's kind of got that relaxed pose going on. I really like detailing as well on his belt. You got all of those shells in there, and the pouches. Really am impressed. Definitely my favourite of the 6-inch Black Series thus far. And we've got some chewy toes. Now there's just about enough flex in that rubbery plastic fur to hold the joints into place for a semi-natural running pose, although it does look like he's about to stumble and fall over backwards. And to give you an idea of Chewie's scale, here he is alongside a stormtrooper, well, a mud trooper to be precise, although is he a little short to be a stormtrooper? But yeah, you get the idea. Chewie is a very decent size. You know, I think that's pretty spot on, and get a bit of versatility. Into my comparisons, here he is alongside Red Alert and Captain Steve Rogers. Not everybody has Star Wars figures, so nothing wrong with mixing up my comparisons. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Chewbacca from the up-and-coming Solo movie. Absolutely love what they're doing with the Black Series at the moment. I really think they're just building on an already very good line of figures, and the detailing, especially on like Chewie and that Mud Trooper. Oh, I honestly cannot wait to show you him in detail. He looks stunning. I know it's just a stormtrooper, but the paint applications are superb. Very much looking forward to going to watch Solo with my son. We've seen all of the recent releases at the cinema. I think that's the best way to see them as well. Get engulfed in the experience. Tickets for Solo go on sale as of today. Thanks again to Robot Kingdom for making this review possible. I've included a link in the description below where you can purchase this figure. And until next time, from myself and Chewbacca, may the Force be with you.